that's where you have to do a little bit of math. So you want to meet kind of like in the middle to find a sweet spot. So let's say you price your product or service for $50. That means that you have to sell that $50 product 2,000 times. Or if you want to bump it up to $100, then you have to sell that product 1,000 times in that year. Similarly, you keep going up to $150, you have to sell that 400 times in the year to make your $100,000 goal. Okay, so now that we kind of understand the pricing and the sweet spot, now you want to be kind of in the middle. So let's just, for the sake of this video, let's say we're going to price our product or service at $100. So I got to sell 1,000 units of those $100 products. Sorry, I can't talk when I'm doing that. Every year to meet my goal of $100,000. So essentially, now you need to take a look at, am I going to be a product or a business-based business? So if you're going to be a product-based business, you have to find or develop a product that's going to be valued at or worth $100. Okay, now there's a difference between a product and a service-based business, and I'm going to tell you what I think is better, especially coming into 2026. So my previous business, it actually was a product-based business and my products were around the $100 range. Now, the great thing about this business is that your basket sizes are really high. The only problem with this business is not the only. There's a number of reasons why I would not go for a product-based business in 2026, because you have to carry inventory. And if you're carrying inventory, that means that you have to have capital to buy that inventory. So if you don't have an original investment or you don't have any money to invest in inventory, then how are you going to make the product? Because your product might actually only cost you maybe $5 or $6. But then when it comes to you, the landed, the shipping, and all of those extra fees, plus you have to store all of that product. But most manufacturers make you buy a huge quantity of product in order to get the prices down. So you might be sitting on 10,000 units of one particular product. It might be cheap, but you're holding on to that inventory. That's problem one. And one other thing, when you're dealing with a product-based business, you have to actually pay to prototype and create that sample, which is another part of the cost equation. Okay, so now you have the product and you've created it. You have all this inventory. One, you need a place to store it. Whether you can store it in your garage, that's great. But if you grow or expand, you have to rent a unit, rent a garage space, something to hold on to that stuff. Plus, not only that, you need to find or have staff that's going to be able to pack your orders. So the busier that you get, the higher your payroll is going to be.